Some U.S. states are bigger than entire countries, but most people don't realize just how big. The United States is massive, but not all states are equal in size. These differences affect everything, from politics to infrastructure, shaping the lives of everyone who lives there. But the maps we usually see can be really misleading. The United States is the third largest country by land area, but how that land is divided is fascinating. We have giants like Alaska and Texas, and then tiny states like Rhode Island and Delaware. The sheer scale is hard to grasp. For instance, the Mercator projection map, which you've probably seen in classrooms your whole life, distorts reality. It makes countries near the poles, like Greenland, look enormous, while shrinking countries near the equator. This same distortion affects how we see the states. Alaska, for example, often gets shrunk down and tucked into a box at the bottom of the map, completely hiding its true, immense scale. To really understand America, you have to understand its geography. Let's start with the absolute giant, Alaska. It's so big it messes with your perception of everything else. Alaska alone covers more land than over 150 individual countries. Think about that for a second. It's roughly the same size as Libya. You could fit Texas, the second largest state, inside Alaska more than twice over. To put it in a European context, if you placed Alaska over a map of Europe, it would stretch from Portugal all the way to Poland. With an official area of over 665,000 square miles, its size is almost unimaginable. It's a land of vast wilderness, towering mountains, and a frontier spirit that's directly tied to its colossal geography. Now, have you ever noticed how many western states look like perfect rectangles? States like Wyoming and Colorado are basically just big squares on the map. That's not random. It's by design. As the United States expanded westward in the 1800s, the federal government needed a systematic way to survey and sell off vast territories. They implemented something called the Public Land Survey System, or PLSS. This system overlaid a massive grid across the land, creating neat 6-by-6 mile townships. When it came time to draw state boundaries, it was often easiest just to follow these pre-drawn survey lines, which is why the West is so full of straight lines and right angles. On the other end of the spectrum, you have the small states, but don't let their size fool you. They can have a huge impact. Take Rhode Island, the smallest state in the Union. You could fit Rhode Island into Alaska over 400 times, but it's one of the most densely populated states in the entire country. While it might look tiny, its population density gives it significant economic and cultural influence. Plus, in the U.S. political system, every state gets 2 senators, regardless of size. That means a voter in tiny Rhode Island has proportionally more power in the Senate than a voter in a massive state like California. So in America, tiny definitely does not mean weak. From the colossal scale of Alaska to the straight-line borders of the West and the surprising power of the smallest states, it's clear that size shapes how America works in ways we rarely think about. Geography isn't just about maps. It's about power, history, and identity. Which state's size surprised you the most? Let me know down in the comments. Thanks for watching, and if you love learning about insane geography facts like these, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next video.